Hi, I'm Sharon Saladin. Today I'm here with Barbara Best and we are talking about energy grids.
Well, indeed. Our planet has had an energy grid over it. It has come in around the late 60s or early 70s. Now, some grids are there for control, blockages for the higher source to come in.
So is this something that covers the Earth?
It hovers the Earth. It is a formation just like a grid and is put there because of the originators hoping we won't know it's there. The last one had been put there to block the Christ energy from coming in. And for humanity, we have a great big host or disk that's available to us that will bring in the Christ light, that will bring in the Father power, let's say.
So the energy grids are bad?
They are not there for our benefit, not the ones that we've had that bring in a blockage. Ours is, from what I have experienced, more of essence of mist and light, like a disc, like the host. Like you see the host lifted up, and when you're lifting your heart up, it's the round host, and that is like the body. And so we, as humanity, are the body, we are the host. And so when we are lifted up, we are lifted up like a great light. The grid comes over us with these vibrating packages in it that try to prevent, one, from humanity's consciousness to be lifted, or from humanity not receiving the beautiful light energy that's coming in from what they call the Christ consciousness. And so a grid from whomever, let's say, comes over to prevent this blending, this merge. And so with our thought and our meditation and our urging the light, promoting the light, imploring the light to come in, we move that grid, we dissipate it, we weaken it, and it has to go. And in its turn, in its own cycle, it is removed. And so right now we are in the process of pushing that on, getting it out of the way, having the cyclic area of this grid move on. Once that is dissipated or moved out of the way, kind of like a bad thought, then our beautiful cloak of light will come on. And it's going to happen. We are going to receive it. But these energy grids, if you look at the universe and our galactic system are all pulsating. It's all energy. Our God is all consciousness. And there are many factors there that when we went into the law of cause and effect that have brought in challenges. And maybe rightly so, because as humanity gets fat and lazy, they don't do anything with themselves. And they're just as happy to go along in life and not pay attention.
Yeah.
What the grid does, this certain shadow grid, is get us to pay attention. If we look at the vibrations as we lift our consciousness, we will see that there are shadow areas in there. And the shadow areas are for us to conquer. They are for our challenge. And once we conquer those, we take the challenge, we're fine. And then our world emits light, it brings in light, and it pulsates light as it's supposed to, as a sacred planet. So our planet Earth will become a sacred planet.
So is that when they talk about the ascension of the planet? It's that light coming in?
Yes, because the Earth, as we all know, is on its own evolutionary scheme. And so it will also go into the light that's descending or coming in. We make an ascension and we meet the light. the grids are there, they will come in periodically, and we need to dissipate them or allow them to work themselves away. So in the past, say 30 years or 40 years, humanity has been assuming the point of development where they're moving the grid away. And as the grid moves away, it diffuses, and we can bring in more energy like a vortex
Mm-hmm.
and keep this grid, the one that we don't want, out of our consciousness, out of the way of our development, not to interfere or intercept the Christ consciousness that is coming, the new shift, our golden years. And so we will be experiencing soon the golden years.
How soon?
Well, it's been predicted.
Yes.
I was thinking at one time between 2018 and 2025 that it would start to materialize and come in between those years. And because the earth changes had to take place, the flooding around Louisiana and all the earth changes along the eastern coast of the United States, the great flooding or the melting of the big glacier in Alaska had to take place. And so you have the combination of the movement on the earth with, and in conjunction with bringing the light in and removing that grid. So we can't allow ourselves to be distracted and remove ourselves from harmony when all this is going on, because it is happening as planned. What we need to do is still go within in our meditation and still keep utilizing the light and the love and the Christhood that's being given to us, basically working on our own backyards for our own development. So this grid that comes in will be removed. And then the cloak, or the great host, the great light of the Christ, will take its place. So as long as we know it's a cycle, we have to do our job. We have to do our dharma, what we're supposed to do with how we work with our energy. But eventually, all goes by the wayside.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the
Okay,
tunnel.
that's good to know.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Barb.
You're welcome.